Lorenzen Wright's ex-wife has been charged with murder in his death following an investigation authorities called Operation Rebound, officials said Saturday in an announcement that came 7 years after the former NBA player's slaying. Sherra Wright, 46, has been indicted on charges of first-degree murder, conspiracy to commit first-degree murder and attempted first-degree murder, Memphis Police Director Michael Rawlings said. Federal marshals arrested her late Friday in California and she was being held in Riverside County. Authorities said Wright and co-defendant Billy Turner are charged with previously trying to kill Lorenzen Wright. Outlining the background of the investigation, Memphis Police Major Darren Goods, of the multi-agency gang unit, said in late May or early June last year members of the gang unit said they received information about the Lorenzen Wright case. Command staff gave permission to give the case a second look, Goods said. We wanted to investigate it as though it had just happened, so that's what we did, Goods said. We followed the evidence. We actually went to the crime scene and walked in Lorenzen's final steps. In naming the investigation, Goods said that, in basketball, a rebound gives you a second chance to score a basket and win. We have Lorenzen Wright, who was a homegrown young man, Goods said. He was raised in this city, he went to high school in this city, he played basketball in this city for the University of Memphis. And he came back to play professional basketball in this city and, unfortunately, Mr. Wright lost his life in the city. This will give us a second chance to bring some closure to this case and give this grieving family some relief. Goods said they joined forces with the Collierville Police Department and the FBI on the investigation. March 3, 2003 Lorenzen Wright and his wife Sherra Wright photo CA files. In November, police announced that a gun authorities believed to be a weapon used in Lorenzen Wright's killing had been recovered in a Walnut, Mississippi lake on County Road 302, about 50 miles east of Olive Branch. The weapon was key, Rawlings said. Information led investigators to the lake, and Goods said an elite FBI dive team came in and found the murder weapon. The weapon was taken to the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation and it was verified as one of the murder weapons, Goods said. Authorities did not reveal information Saturday about the relationship between Sherra Wright and Turner. The Commercial Appeal previously reported Sherra Wright and Turner attended the same Collierville area church. I think we're confident that they knew each other, so we're going to leave it at that for right now, Rawlings said. The Shelby County Sheriff's Office said they are working on the extradition to bring Sherra Wright back to Shelby County as soon as possible. By photo December 16, 2017 Major Darren Goods, operations commander for the multi-agency gang unit, speaks during a press conference about the arrest of Sherra Wright, the ex-wife of slain former NBA player Lorenzen Wright. She has been charged with conspiracy, first-degree murder and criminal attempt first-degree murder, Memphis Police Director Michael Rawlings said in announcing the charges Saturday. Photo Brad Best. The commercial appeal Sherra Wright had a court date scheduled on Monday in Riverside, California, according to jail records. The arrest came after the December 5 indictment of Turner in the former basketball player's death. He is being held without bond and he is due back in court Jan. 29 in Judge Lee Coffey's court in Memphis. Turner pleaded not guilty. Close law enforcement authorities discussed the arrest of Lorenzen Wright's ex-wife in California and denounced murder and conspiracy charges. Turner and Sherra Wright are charged in a 3-count indictment. Count 1 charges them with killing Lorenzen Wright with premeditation. They are also charged in furtherance of the conspiracy with traveling to the area of Callis Cutoff and Hacks Cross Road to kill Lorenzen Wright. The last count charges them with trying to kill him between April 1, 2010 and July 17, 2010 in an attempt that included acquiring guns, recruiting a co-conspirator, and on the part of Turner, traveled to Lorenzen Wright's home outside of Atlanta to commit the offense. According to the Shelby County DOS office, the body of Lorenzen Wright, 34, was found badly decomposed in late July 2010 near Callis Cutoff Road, and investigators found evidence of shell casings from different calibers at the scene. He apparently called 911 shortly after midnight on July 19, 2010, from a field near TPC Southwind Golf Course. At least 5 gunshot wounds were documented in an autopsy. Wright's body wasn't found until days after the 911 call. After Germantown dispatchers got the call, they didn't notify officers because the location could not be pinpointed. The location was actually in Memphis. 8 days later, investigators were notified and cell towers were used to help locate his body. Close Major Darren Goods, operations commander for the multi-agency gang unit, speaks during a press conference about the arrest of Sherra Wright, the ex-wife of slain former NBA player Lorenzen Wright. Brad Best. The commercial appeal Sherra Wright was booked Friday night into the Robert Presley Detention Center in Riverside County, California on a fugitive warrant for murder. Deputy Mike Vasquez said, "Thank you Jesus, they got her. Lorenzen Wright's mother, Deborah Marion, said Friday night. They need to bury her. Marion said she got a call from Memphis police about 10 p.m. Friday and went down with her family to police headquarters. It's just those two right now," Marion said. "But they're still working on it." Marion said she believes her former daughter-in-law was motivated by money, specifically a $1 million life insurance policy held by Lorenzen Wright. Close. A man has been arrested and charged with murder of Lorenzen Wright. Here's what we know. Video by Michael Schwabusa, Today Network, Tennessee. In a 2015 article in the commercial appeal, Sherra Wright explained how she inquired early in the investigation if she was a suspect. "They was like, no, you know," she said, "it was just kind of a person of interest. They said that the list was long and wide and they didn't have any real suspects, if you want to quote that." Wright wrote a book, Mr. Tell Me Anything Is Fiction, but said 99.99% of the book were true stories from her life with Wright. Records showed that on August 1, 2010, Memphis police searched her home and found burned pieces of metal and a letter addressed to her and Lorenzen Wright, but law enforcement at that time did not say what the items meant to investigators. In 2014, Sherra Wright agreed to a confidential settlement in a dispute in circuit court over how she spent $1 million in insurance meant to benefit their 6 children. Autoplay show thumbnails show captions. Last slide. Next slide. More Lorenzen Wright killing. Shelby County man arrested, charged with murder and death of former NBA player. More links emerge between Lorenzen Wright murder suspect Billy R. Turner and Wright family. Turner, 46, was indicted and arrested Dec. 5 this year on a charge of first-degree premeditated murder in Wright's death. The multi-agency gang unit saw Turner leave a house in the 4700 block of Waterfront Oak Drive, which is listed as his residence in an arrest report, get into a vehicle and travel to the Collierville Express Mart on US 72. He was then arrested. According to the arrest report, witnesses identified him as the person responsible for the murder. Close. Assistant District Attorney Paul Hagerman speaks following the court appearance of Billy R. Turner, who is charged with murder in the killing of Lorenzen Wright. Katie Fretland. The commercial appeal. More. Where is Sherra? Lorenzen Wright's family wants answers from ex-wife. Turner has convictions from the 1990s for theft, reckless endangerment with a deadly weapon, attempted aggravated assault, attempted kidnapping, a cocaine charge and burglary. On Saturday, Rawlings encouraged the public to come forward in other Memphis cases no matter how small or insignificant a tip may seem. He specifically mentioned the killings of 2-year-old Layla Washington and 10-year-old Richard Jordan and other victims whose cases remained unsolved. Rawlings said the Wright case remains an ongoing investigation. "If you're involved in this case, I would encourage you to come forward now before we come get you," he said. The commercial appeal reporter Jennifer P. Knollett contributed to the report. A surveillance video from Collierville Express Mart shows the arrest of Billy Ray Turner, a suspect in the death of NBA player and Memphis native Lorenzen Wright. Linda Moore. The commercial appeal. Read or share this story. http://memna.ws2bwfgpz